Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Welcome to another edition of our 101 video series. Today we have two fine guests from the State University of New York in Oswego, which is right next to Lake Ontario. We have Irene Scruton, the Director of MBA Programs, and we have Sarah Bonzo, actually an assistant professor. You're so young, but you're also the program coordinator for the Health Services Administration MBA. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you essentially have three MBA programs.
We do.
They're highly customizable, if that's a word. And tell me about all three and how you deliver them.
So we have our MBA in Public Accounting, our traditional residence-based program on campus in Oswego. We have our MBA in Management that is delivered in classroom or online. And then we have our MBA in Health Services Administration, which Sarah is a coordinator for that program, and that is delivered entirely online.
And that is a very new program. It's 3 years old. Tell us a little about it, who's taking it, and what kind of result are they getting?
About 85% of our students are working professionals, and the majority of those students that are working are in pretty traditional roles in hospitals and health systems. Either they're administrators, or we have a lot of students that have clinical backgrounds and they're looking to get an MBA to step into an administrative role.
We spend a lot of time working with each individual candidate to determine their work schedule, their career interests, how long has it been since they've been in school, have they taken an online course recently, and we actually design a program plan unique to that individual. We run our programs year-round, traditional semesters and throughout the summer, so we're able to accommodate everyone's schedule based on what they need to balance work, life, and community.
Now, are both components, meaning the online and the classroom component, AACSB accredited?
Yes, that's a very important thing to know for our students. The AACSB accreditation carries between the classroom and online. It speaks to the quality of our online programming. As you know, the online sector has great variability in it in our country, and so our online program through accreditation means that they're getting our tenure track faculty moving between class and online, the course content, the relevancy, the student support systems at a very, very high level. Our faculty are fully supported with instructional designers that are in-house, and I'll have Sarah talk about that a bit, but it ensures that a student is getting the highest quality program with the accreditation online and in classroom.
And what's the online experience like?
So I teach our Health Services Administration courses online. I also teach operations management for undergrads and grads. And with that class, I'll teach it in the classroom, but I also teach it online. And we've been very fortunate that we have a very strong team of instructional designers. So I get paired with an instructional designer that I'll work with for an entire semester in designing the online section of this course. So, she helps me figure out how to take video clips short, concise, to the point video clips that are going to resonate with a student, and how to develop online content that's also going to engage the student when they're not in the classroom.
Plus, they do have the option of stepping into a class occasionally, right?
They do, yes. For students that do want to take either their foundation courses or their MBA core courses in the classroom, they can take them at the Metro Center in Syracuse, which is 10 minutes away.
And how long does it take to get the degree?
Full time, they can get through it in a year and a half. But for those that are working, we really encourage them to take 1 or 2 classes a semester to really get a feel for the program, for what kind of workload they can accommodate while they're working. And so it really depends for people who are working just how much they want to take on and whether or not they want to take courses in the summer.
A lot of flexibility.
Yes.
And that's true of the other two programs as well, right?
We have, for example, yesterday I get a phone call, one of our working professionals in a management program was promoted while they were in the program, which 30% of our student base is promoted while they're in the MBA. Gets assigned to an international sweep. He is traveling Asia, Africa, and we redesigned his program plan from a classroom to online, and without missing a beat, he continued on with his MBA program, just accessing it from wherever he was traveling to.
Wow, fascinating.
And then when he'll return, we'll put him back in the classroom.
And one of the hallmarks of your programs is community projects, correct?
Correct. For our residence-based, traditional, full-time MBA student, community projects is a hallmark. Our faculty are very engaged with the central New York area, so it's not unusual to find our students doing business plans, operational analysis on companies, nonprofits in the upstate New York area, and it's built right into the core curriculum. Our accounting students have a huge volunteer program in the community where they do tax returns for the residents at no cost, and so very engaged in the community from a business school standpoint.
One interesting aspect about the Health Services Administration MBA is the fact that you keep the core in the classroom and you put the electives online, right?
Yes, we do.
Why is that?
Well, we keep the core in the classroom because there's a bigger base that is traditional on campus looking for those courses. But if they choose to take the core and foundation courses online, they can do that. So they can take the program completely online if they choose.
So final advice to an applicant to the program. What do you want them to know to make them a good applicant?
Well, engage with us early. Our program is very customized to the candidate, so it's really important that we get to know them early on in the process to make sure that it's a good fit and that they see a sequence that may be appropriate to them in finance or marketing or health services administration. We get to know them to see if that program plan will work for them. And that is early on so that they can make a good decision about whether we're a good fit for them.
Great. Sarah?
My advice would be for people working in healthcare, we're seeing a lot of consolidation, changes in reimbursement, electronic medical records. So they're being faced with very specific challenges. And I think the most successful students will take the challenges that they're seeing in their organization and have a conversation with us about, no, this is what I'm dealing with at work. This is where I think I need to grow. And Irene and I will help develop a program and get them into the classes that will make them the most competitive.
Super. Irene, Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Thanks for watching.